Welcome to Packmates, a podcast about Magic the Gathering Limited. The Packmates are a group of friendly card sharks who love going to F&M to get them dubs. We love drafting, and we have a new Packmate today we're excited to introduce. But I'll start off. I'm Ryan, the resident aggro expert.
I'm Roby, the resident dirt. Oh, I'm just going out of order. Roby, the resident turtle expert.
I'm Andrew, the resident mid-range expert.
And I'm Joel, the resident combo expert.
The new guy.
Yeah.
Reoccurring guest.
And permanent Packmate.
Good friend of the show. Part of
He's a
the show.
permanent-
Good friend of the show.
Permanent addition.
Like,
Roby's mean girling already.
Go here.
We need a good and, Roby.
and
We are the
you have to say it too now, Joel.
Yeah, you do have to say it too now.
I do. Yeah, no.
Oh.
This week we're going to do a nice Dr. Phil cozy talk. We're going to talk about F&M deck lists, and we may make some pledges. Don't forget to check out our socials, links in the descriptions. Join the Discord. Post your trophy decks. We talk about them sometimes.
You can catch us actively drafting a few times during the week there too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Join us, see how we do,
We hang out.
how we get them dibs,
Yeah.
how we
Yeah.
get them trophies.
At me if you need cuts, or at one of us, right?
Yeah.
Just add us.
Yeah.
It'll pop up on my Discord, and I'll come in.
Yeah,
If I'm
for
on.
sure.
Probably want to add Joel. If I'm
Low key.
Always happy to help with cuts.
Start with my F&M deck because for obvious reasons I won. So we start with mine as we do most weeks. This week I was playing red green dinos. It was not really rare heavy. Like the only rare I really had was the green blue Explorer Become a Copy
Oh, okay.
on combat. I don't think I had any other
Deep
rares.
Fathom Echo, yeah.
Yeah, what's it called?
Deep Fathom Echo.
Deep Fathom.
4 mana,
Echo.
4/4.
Yep.
Yep.
Being a combat you explore. I had like 11 dinos with the one that lets you draw that I never, for the amount of dinos that I never drew when I could draw cards. I had a bunch of Dino Automatons, and I had 3 of the Pirates that Make a Treasure, and I think that's pretty crucial for the deck. I had a bunch of 2 and 3 drops, and then a ton of 4 and 6 drops, and I was just ramping to 4 and or 6. And the deck worked. I mean, I dropped some games here and there, a lot of grindy close games, but came out. I wanted to try the staggering size buff, +3/+3 and trample for 2. I really liked that. I love +3/+3 and trample for 2. It's one of my favorite buffs that you can run. And yeah, I beat Roby. I beat in the second round, and that was some good games. He got land screwed at the end. So game 3 was sadly a non-game, but he wrecked me game 1, and then game 2 was like fairly close. Yeah, the only interesting interaction I really had in this deck was abrading a Dusk Rose Reliquary to get my Iskeenth back, the red-green side post that has a dinosaur fight at instant speed.
Do it again. Yeah.
It was pretty sick. But other than that, no crazy interactions, just playing dinos faster than they're not playing dinos. So that's it. You guys got any questions?
Plays the biggest dino wins. Clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7/7s are tough to beat sometimes.
All right, Joel, we need you to rate Ryan's deck on a scale from 1 to 9,000.
Yeah, DBZ power level.
1 to 9,000.
0 to 9,000 on the patented Dragon Ball Z power level.
Ooh. We'd give this a solid 6,500. You got some solid commons and uncommons, good synergy. You got a good curve, but there's nothing like crazy exceptional. You know, you're going to get run over by rare some games, and the removal suite's a little light.
Yeah. Buffs for removal is never really where you want to be. But that's where I was, and it worked.
Yeah.
It works.
Yep.
What got you into that in the draft? Did you start off knowing you were going to... What was the tipping point for you?
I'll tell you. It probably
You
was
have
a
no
poison
idea.
dart frog.
Close. It was the 1 mana 1/1 that taps for dino color.
1/1's enough to send you
So-
into the dino deck?
Last week when we drafted, nobody would do dinos. You remember?
Nobody did do them.
Nobody did 'em.
Did 'em this week.
Either.
People were
No,
dipping
there was
their toes.
another person in dinos.
There's another dino person. They dipped their toes.
They
in
had
it.
way better rares than me.
They did.
I want to point that out. But
Probably the best rares, actually.
I opened Resplendent Angel and I looked to my right and there's a known mono white drafter. And so I was like, I got to take Resplendent Angel just in case,
Yeah.
but like just in case it isn't going to happen. So pack 2, I had to choose between the Wayward Scout that 2/2 that explores, which I'd already passed one of in pack 1, or in pick 1, sorry. Pick 1, or just go dinos because no one did it last week. It was like basically the same group of people.
There's a whole sub thing of just like knowing your local meta game.
Yeah.
That really plays into this kind of thing.
Yep. And so I was like, I'll just grab this green dude and hope that dinos are open. And then pack 1, I basically stayed mono green with a little bit of red and blue, like splinters and white. I actually drafted like a green white signpost. And then pack 2, it was just the red was just there. Like I just got almost all my red cards in pack 2. And then yeah,
How'd you get your blue mana for this deck?
treasures, and
Was there like a couple islands? Was there just one island?
I had one island. I had 3 pirates that made a treasure. I had the poison dart frog, and I had the cave that filters.
So you felt like it was pretty easy to splash that blue cards.
Oh, it was super easy. And I had the gnome, the compass gnome. So like I had a billion ways. Like I could just cast it whenever I wanted.
3 plundering pirates and the 1 dart frog too. Like
And the filter
that's
cave.
free.
Like
Yeah,
that's enough.
free.
I probably didn't need the gnome, but I
was-
was like, it's fine. Like
Yeah.
I'm just gonna include it.
It's a lot of fixing, and I think that card's better than people think it is. You know, it's in green blue, not really where you want to end up,
Right.
but that card does some serious work.
Yeah, Roby knows.
Yeah.
Roby knows. He put it on top of my library twice into it. How about your deck,
Like,
Roby?
Maybe there's a problem with the cards Roby was playing there.
Definitely not. Definitely not. So I ended up in blue black. I was like 5 colors in pack 1. And then what sent me into blue black was I was getting really late bats, the black 2-mana bat. I forget what it's called.
Deep cavern bat, right?
Deep cavern bat. Yep.
Yeah.
Those guys are
Super
sick.
busted. And I just like fully went all in on that. And I kind of got rewarded. There was a lot of like late siren, the 1 mana, make a map.
Spyglass Siren.
Spyglass
the 1 mana, 1/1
Sirens, yeah.
flyer that makes a map. Yeah.
So I just had all the stuff except like I didn't have a ton of premium removal, but yep, I just blue black flyers, double captivating cave to put on the bats, and that's basically how I won most of my games.
Tell
Some
me,
people-
wait, tell me what you were telling us about fungal fortitude.
it's kind of sick. It's kind of sick, right? So like
What does it do?
it's +2/+0 and gives something +2/+0 at flash speed. And whenever it dies, it comes back into play tapped.
Can that happen several turns later after you enchant it?
Yes, because it's like a permanent enchantment, right? Which is like low key, kind of sick, and super dumb with the bat, like super dumb with the bat. So I heard Joel say something a while back, the last time he was on the show, where he was talking about how like his main thing that he would play was like white and X, and then just take every buff that you can get to put on flyers. And fungal fortitude's kind of like a sick little buff to put on a flyer, low key. So
In
like,
best of 3s, it gets a lot better. If you're on Arena best of 1, you know, and they just like quicksand whirlpool or any other exile effect, it feels so bad.
Yeah.
yeah, but
in
like
best
that's
of 3,
kind of the same with everything, right?
that's true, obviously.
Yeah.
But I definitely feel like that card, when you can know what you're going up against, when you're playing in your pod, it
Yeah.
gets significantly better. And then obviously on flyers, it is much better there.
It's also really sick with the skullcap snail, which I had 3 of. So like,
Yeah.
yeah, rebuying ETBs,
yeah,
definitely
like,
upside.
yeah. So that was like the main sick little card that I overperformed. But yeah, it was pretty standard blue black. Nothing really crazy or
Oh,
special. I had this 6 mana enchantment or the artifact that lets you discover 5, and I played
Jamil, the Inner
one
Sun.
time.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, you had
Yeah.
that too?
Yeah,
The only time
I
you played it was
one
against me
time
when you had no
when I
outs.
was like dead.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yep, super. I had a lot of non-games tonight, but
Yeah.
Yep.
What about you, Andrew?
Are we gonna have Joel wrote?
Oh, yeah.
oh
You
yeah,
gotta
rate
Roby.
it. I think it was good.
Out of-
Okay,
Out of 9,000, I'm going to go with a 6,000. You got some
again.
good stuff.
Didn't you give Ryan a
Here's the 6.5.
6,000? Six and a half.
You gave him
Six-
6.5.
6,500.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many
so
arena wins do we get with these decks?
Yours would probably get a solid 5. This is probably a
5?
4
You're
deck.
tripping.
If you're in Mythic,
You have no faith in me.
That was a
are you
6.
saying Mythic?
That was mighty generous of you, Joel.
5?
It was definitely a 4.
You're tripping. So Roby's is 3?
No way. No way. That's like sick.
I mean,
on
he's
Arena.
playing 2 unlucky drops. How good can it really be?
That has like a 60% opening hand win rate, Joel.
I
Explain.
am deeply skeptical.
It- it's like begrudgingly playable, right?
We're having a
Yeah.
grudge match on Arena. Bring a trophy deck.
Oh boy, have
Oh,
I got
yeah.
a trophy deck for you.
Yeah, you better bring your best one too, because I know you're scared.
It's not the right word for it.
Oh, man. Well, this week I played Orzhov. I thought it'd be good. You know, I thought all the white flyers, things like that. Instead, I ended up getting a bunch of black cards, no good rares, and Fungal Fortitude just kind of marrying everything together. I was playing 2/2 flyers for 3 You know, I did have a couple of the 3/2 flyers that make a golem token, which were really good. But for the most part, it was just trying to get in there with these flyers. And that was kind of the strategy that I employed. My removal was kind of light. You know, I had the -5, and a pacifism. And that was kind of it. Oh, I had the blades as well, the saw blade.
What did you say to me?
Sawblade's quite good.
On Pack 1, Pick 5 or so. Pack 1, Pick 5, Pick 6. You talked a little trash in the pod. What did you say? Something about
I can't recall these.
something about what are you guys drafting? Don't you have a podcast? Is that what you asked me?
There were people like picking the craziest stuff in this pod. I couldn't believe it. And then like Ryan was just in the dumps after I guess it's when he decided to go into dinosaurs at that point.
I was just so sad that I knew I had abandoned Resplendent Angel on Pick 2, Pack 1. Like,
you were deep in the tank. I mean, I had to get you out of there. Like a good motivation from a good friend, just giving that pat on the back. Like, come on, pal, you're better than that.
I literally almost passed the Angel and took the 2/2 flyer. I was like so close.
No.
Because I knew it was going to be cut off hard.
It was. The person next to him was literally in mono white too.
Yes.
Okay, but Resplendent Angel is a big enough bomb to hate draft when you're playing in your pod.
And it's like
Like,
$4.
I don't believe in it. I don't believe in hate drafting.
I don't either, but sometimes
But you're in a
it's
pod.
like $4, I'll splash it.
If you're in a pod, it depends on the value of the next card. But there are some bombs you definitely should hate draft in pod drafting.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm passing to the guy next to me. I shouldn't have to play him until the championship, right? Like, in theory.
Yeah, but if it's that much of a bomb, right?
Resplendent
And you're
Angel's
saying
not
that you know
much
what's
of
in
a
their
bomb.
color.
What's it, like a
It's
top
pretty
20
busted.
rare? It's like a top 20 rare.
15 maybe, but yeah.
Yeah.
There are certainly better cards, but that does not mean that you want to pass Resplendent Angel to someone you know is heavy white.
No, the dude heavy white was upstream for me, so like I would have never passed it
Oh,
to
okay.
him.
Yeah.
Like, I would've
thought you were
just-
saying you were passing it to person heavy white.
I
Then
would have
sure.
just baited
Maybe you can let
someone
it go then.
else to like try to force heavy white, and then they would get that cut out from under them by the other person, right? Like,
Sure. That's a little more reasonable then.
anyway, sorry. And then at the end, Andrew said his deck wasn't that good, and I said, "Oh, don't you have a podcast?" It was pretty good.
It was pretty bad.
I derailed. I'm sorry. Back
No,
to you.
you-
Back to me.
So what would you
Uh,
rate Andrew's deck, Joel?
It's okay. I think this might be the worst of the three,
Amen,
honestly.
brother.
Maybe 5,500 to 5,000. It's got some decent cards. It's got some fine pieces, but it's not doing anything exciting.
Expertly piloted.
Yeah. I mean, do you disagree?
No, of course. I said it right off the bat. I actually
Yeah.
normally I always kind of talk crap on my decks and just like when they're really good. But this one was actually really bad, and I knew it.
Yeah, you were
And,
pretty upset at the end.
I don't think this is the color combination you want to be in this set. Am I correct, Joel?
It's definitely not. Your Orzhov win rate is one of the lowest for your two color combinations.
Mm.
For 17 lanes players, it's like
Simics.
53%,
Simic's the lowest.
which is
right?
well below. No, actually, if I recall, Simic is 54%,
Oh,
so
wow.
0.8% lower.
Wow.
And then Rakdos is sitting at the lowest at 52.6%.
Rakdos, really? Huh.
But yeah,
What?
so
What deck did you lose to?
Me?
Yeah.
Actually lost to Orzhov Mirror. I will say I had a couple of games where it was really like I drew 11 lands.
Yeah.
And then the other game I actually just got straight up color hosed.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That sucks.
variance
That's
is part of the
major.
game,
Yeah.
and it's just part of the game.
Yep, that's
You know,
true.
You got to be willing to do that. Maybe I should have taken a mulligan. I got to be tightened up my mulligans again.
Yep.
2 1s.
But
Ones
I did get third place in the tournament, and I don't know what place Roby got, but I don't think it
Sure.
was. I don't think it was.
Technically, if there wasn't a draw, I think I would have been higher, right?
Yeah, I always offer the draw, but I did smash the dude in the last round. And Roby lost to
Get
me.
him.
You lost to him. So technically.
Technically.
Okay. We're going to start a new segment where you have to pick one card from the lowest decks that you have to take a vow to never play ever for the rest of the format. And next time, if there's a tie, we'll do a best of one to see whose deck is the worst. And I'm going to start off, since there's a tie this time, you can pick between your deck and Andrew's deck, the card that you'll never play. I'll start it off, though,
Do I have to pick one from Andrew's deck?
or yours, that you'll never play again.
Why do I have to pick one from those decks?
Because those are the two that lost. Those are the two worst decks. And I'm going to start off with Unlucky Drop. I'm not doing
You're
it.
tripping.
Oh,
That's
that
a good
part's
card.
good.
It is good.
I'm not playing it. And you can't make me, and I'm not going to do it. How's that sound? I could go Eaten by Piranhas, but that's the easy out.
That card's good too. It's like
you know,
sketch,
Eaten by
but
Piranhas is pretty decent.
it's good.
The main thing is its flash. Normally,
Yeah.
those effects are just like sorcery speed, but as is, you can use it as a combat trick, and that's such a huge difference.
That's true. But yeah, I'm going with unlucky drop. Who wants to go next?
Me, Petrify. It's literally unplayable.
Petrify.
Literally unplayable.
Petrify.
Petrify.
I'm sorry.
It's not a real card.
No.
It's not a real card. It's super mid. I'll never play it.
You got to stand on business. You can't.
Yeah.
I did say with the caveat, though, you can bring it in from the board.
No, you can't play it.
Can't play it? Okay.
No, can't
I'm down.
play it.
I'm down. I'm down. Andrew?
It was in my deck. What's the 2/2 flyer for 2 or for 3?
The black one?
The black one that mills a card. I'm out.
It's okay. It's sketch though, for sure. It's like the worst 3-mana flyer.
It feels pretty bad.
It's
Even when I was descending like crazy, it still felt bad.
Screaming Phantom.
There you go, Screaming Phantom. It's not even in the.
That's it.
Yeah, creature types are even bad on that on that card.
Yeah, I tried that one once too to like descend, and it was not worth it.
It's not a good enabler. There's no payoff. It's not a big enough flyer. It just doesn't do anything good.
Yeah. It feels like it belongs in a Rakdos deck. And we're already saying that
And,
Rakdos is pretty bad.
Yeah, just
What-
don't play Rakdos.
As
Yeah.
we've learned, we don't want to end up in Rakdos.
Only reason to end up in Rakdos is because you have removal deck, right? Like upgrades and
Yeah, but I don't know if removal decks really where you want to be in this format.
It's
Like you
not
can get away
good.
with that, obviously,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
you got to be a little proactive.
Yeah.
I think the creatures just do too much to be able to like try to 1-for-1 them with removal.
Yeah.
Yeah, they play a creature and make a map. You kill it. They explore later, draw a card. It's just rough.
What about you, Joel? What's your vow?
I'm thinking Didact Echo. I am a pretty big. It's that.
I'm
or
a
Unlucky
big
Drop,
fan
also.
of Didactic.
That's a great pick. That
I
is a
low
great
key
pick.
love Didactic.
It's so bad.
It's not. It's
It's-
fine. It's like a
It's
bad
got a
organ.
51% win rate.
Yeah,
Good when you draw it late. It's terrible in your opening hand.
it is.
It's often a
terrible
5-mana
in
3/2. It's just not good.
It's like a 5-mana 3/2 flyer though that draws you a card, right?
It's like kind of work to enable it in a blue deck, though.
Yeah.
Like,
I've had
you can make
fairly
it
decent
work, but I have never had a deck where I am happy to play Didact Echo.
yep. That's a good pick. That's a good pick. That's probably another card I'll never play right there.
What's the opening hand win rate of Petrify? I need that. Somebody
Joel's got his
Like,
laptop.
The opening hand win rate of Petrify is 56%, and it has a 2.1% increase when drawn.
Oh,
mid.
So nice pick on that one. Really excellent.
What are the
job
stats
there.
on unlucky drop?
For unlucky drop, it is slightly better in your opening hand, but it is much worse when you top deck it.
Heck
Minus
yeah.
0.6.
That's what we go for. Opening hand win rate.
Minus
That's like
0.6.
that's not that crazy. Blue cards usually tend to have like a worse like
Improvement when
improvement when drawn.
But this is like a main blue set, right? Like blue's probably the best color in the set.
Blue is the best color by
I
the
bet,
data.
yeah.
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 it's not white.
By the numbers.
Blue has been performing the best. As a monocolor, white is better. But in terms of any of the 2-color pairs, which are what you'll end up in most often, blue has been overperforming.
Yeah, blue's crazy for sure. I think Zoetic Glyph is the problem.
Yeah.
Zoetic Glyph
Zoetic Glyph
is
busted
demonic.
on
I had
common.
2 tonight. just to preface your 6,000
You had
win rate.
two,
2 Zoetic Glyph. I
You
just
didn't win the
drew.
tournament?
I drew bad.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Gotta draw
Or
them to
maybe it
win,
was that
right?
you were playing 2 unlucky drops.
No, they're good. They're fine. They're good. That's like better than every single removal spell in Ryan's deck, other than a braid.
I had
'Cause
the
he had-
Dino one that did 7 one time for 1. Sick.
You know what's-
sick?
Unlucky drop. It is.
It kind of is if you have
Yeah.
4 mana up.
Yeah, that's how much mana it costs to play the Dino thing.
That's true. But
And then
unlucky
the
drop's
Triumphant
bad.
Chop is better both in your opening hand as a draw. So
Did you have both of those unlucky drops? The game you turned my Wayfarer on top twice in your opener?
No.
Did you keep 2 unlucky drops?
No.
You drew it, and that lowered your win percent by 1.2% because you drew 2 of them.
I think I like
And I drew the Wayfarer 3 times.
I
up
it
my-
wasn't like I was picking those early. I got one last pick.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
All right, what's next, Roby?
I do want to complain about Arena a little bit and complain about the direct challenge being completely broken and how my computer being affected. And it's not just my computer, it's like legit my account.
Yeah, it's just the system, right?
Yeah. So
I'm
like
able to.
I think it's
Well,
like
Directive are broken.
I think it depends on who you're like going against.
You think so? Like,
I think
because
so.
like it's so weird because it won't let me do it with anyone. Like, it won't let me
Yeah.
like challenge anyone, and now it's spread from my computer to Ryan's.
Yep.
But you weren't able to.
Yeah, I wasn't able to play Joel the other day. We
Really?
were gonna get on and play standard,
Yeah.
and I wasn't able to.
Oh man.
But Roby said this patch said something about fixing it.
It said something. I don't know if it worked, but
Wow.
yeah,
I didn't know that was.
yeah.
actually-
Come on, Wizards, get your stuff together.
Yeah, let us play Magic how we want to play.
Yeah, with our buddies. Yep,
It's the best way to play it, really.
yep. That's all I have to say about that.
All right, so Joel, what are you on this week?
I've been drafting a decent amount of red. I had a pretty disgusting red-white deck where I had Caproxy Sunborn, Breaches, Poetic Ingenuity, a bunch of artifacts,
Poetic
and then a couple
Ingenuity
petrified.
is actually disgustingly busted. I've learned that.
I-
That card's
yeah,
so
no.
dumb.
I played it, and for the next 4 turns, it made a 3/1 dino and made me treasures.
Yeah, it's so
And-
stupid.
It's pretty hard to lose when you paid 3 mana for 4 3/1 dinos and 4 treasures.
Yeah,
Crazy.
that's
But-
kind of insane.
That seems so good.
Yeah, it's definitely a build around. You can't just throw it in any deck. If you
Yeah.
have artifacts, it is a slam dunk bomb. Just gonna run away with the game nearly every time.
I've
Yeah.
never beat a breaches on turn 3 that's resolved on me. I
Yeah,
can't like it's
It is
insane.
a very strong card.
You can just throw
The
braid.
versatility, yeah.
That'd be dope. Yeah,
You got
like
unlucky.
didn't
drop
have it.
You could unlock, you drop it.
That doesn't even help. Just say
Put it back on top, cast it again.
Yeah.
I think my favorite deck this week, I had 4 Goblin Tomb Raiders
Oh man.
and then artifacts. And that was the game plan. I was going to play a 1-drop, and I was going to play an artifact, and I was going to play some more 1-drops. And if it works, it works.
Seems
I
to be
didn't trophy with that one, but the proactive game plan worked pretty well. And I lost to some bombs, so I didn't feel too bad about it.
That seems to be like the aggro kind of way of this set is just like one drop, run drop, and then try to have a removal spell and just get there. You know, or a couple.
Multi-spelling your 1-drops in this set is super strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that a lot tonight with Cogworks. Like just like leaving Cogworks open and yeah.
Oh, Cogworks.
the Cogworks are sick, and
Nobody respects it.
I'm never gonna play around it. Like I'm gonna force you to have
Yeah,
it.
I'm always gonna have it.
It's like a great counter to Menace. Like it wrecked my Menace dude.
Yeah.
Oh man. I wish I could
Oh,
play
yeah.
you. I wish I could have played you this
You
week.
don't. You don't want to be 1-2.
I was hoping. I was really looking forward to that last round. I was like, oh, I hope I get to make Andrew 1-2.
Yeah. That would have been a great matchup. Someone would have went home 1-2. That would have made me happy.
Nobody, man. We don't do that stuff around here.
Yeah, I would have quit.
I almost thought about that today. I was like, this is such a bad deck. I was ready to go. Oh, man.
Yeah. Sometimes you just have a bad draft like that. It doesn't turn out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
I
ever,
always run them.
Joel, have you ever like known that your draft was like, this is not top tier drafting, and you're in the mythic kind of level? Do you just like, no, I don't even want to play this to 3? Or do
There
you
are
actually?
times I feel that way, and I like want to just drop or not play it out, or whatever. But
Have you resigned? Like
no,
I
I can't
Wow.
justify the
have.
gyms.
I have for sure, low key. Like whenever you're grinding to mythic, it's like worth the money to me to like not
Okay,
waste
but
my
that's the
time.
thing. Like for me, it was just more time later. It's right as long as you have the
Yeah.
gyms to do it.
Yeah.
Like even when I made it up to 90 mythic, I wasn't doing any resignings. I was
Really?
just playing it out.
oh,
Yeah,
oh,
because
man.
I felt like it was still worth it
Yeah.
for the gyms, and it worked out. You know, I made it, got the top 250, but I could definitely see the appeal there. You know, it's a way to kind of cheat the system. I'd
Yeah,
say.
I've done it for sure.
But
Do you mostly quick
I-
draft when you're grinding?
I hate quick drafts. I
Yeah.
think that it is better to do, like, you can farm better if you're quick drafting, but I do not
Amen,
enjoy it the
brother.
same way, and I don't feel like I learn as a Magic player.
Mhm.
Yeah.
When you're quick drafting, it's just like kind of mindless. You play your games, and there
Hell
might be a
yeah.
cool interaction or combat trick or something, but it doesn't have the same feel. So
Yeah.
I do pretty much exclusively the premier drafts
Me
or
too.
the qualifier play-in events.
Exclusively quick draft.
Yeah.
It's my favorite. like you just get dumber things. I like it. But that's not even like completely true. Like sometimes like real life is way dumber than quick draft.
I think quick draft, you actually get a more consistent deck most of the
Yeah.
time.
Like people aren't just like endlessly hate drafting for no reason and Like I like it way better.
The thing that gets me is when people are in Premier Draft and like rare draft and Premier Draft. The rares don't hit as well as they do in paper.
I do.
People-
Like sometimes I'll just be like, oh, I have 3 of those. Or like sometimes you can do it for the gyms too, right? If you have like a complete set.
That's a different story.
Yeah.
Then.
You have to get a complete set.
Yeah.
And I think that takes a lot more than people realize.
Yeah.
But
It
like
takes a while.
you do, like if you have 4 of a rare and you see a 5th one, you get the gems for that, right?
Only if you have a complete set. If you
Really?
don't have a complete set, it gives you a random rare from the same set.
Mhm.
Which helps you get a complete set though.
It does.
It
but
does help
even
you,
if
yeah.
you're doing that, getting 4 of every rare and every mythic in the set is going to take you so long. And if you get every rare, you're only getting 20 gems for your rares. It's getting 40 gems for your mythics where you're really rare drafting.
Yeah. I did. Well, I wasn't 100% sure about that.
You got anything you want to talk about this week, Joel?
Not particularly. I finished the qualifier playing event, so I'm going to be doing that tomorrow. Hopefully that goes well. I had a pretty disgusting deck. I had Ogier Talk, Resplendent Angel, and Threefold Thunderhulk all together. And
Did
then
you post it in the Discord?
No, I didn't, but I will.
Okay.
And then I just 2 Abrades, 2 1/1 flyers for 1, spring-loaded saw blades, a whole bunch of stuff. Good removal, good bombs. It's just the kind of deck where it feels really hard to lose.
So is tomorrow
So
sealed
hopefully I
again,
can-
or is it a draft?
Yeah, this was sealed. All the qualifier events are sealed typically.
Okay, so
And then
tomorrow it'll be
For
sealed.
it will be. And to make it in those, you have to go 7-1 just to make it to day 2. But the upside to them is even if you get 3 wins, you get 5,000 gems. And if you make it all the way to 7 wins on day 1, you get 20,000. All right. So the upside is massive.
What does it cost to enter?
So you either need to place top 250 at the end of a ranked season, which gives you that invite straight there for free, or you need to go 6-1 in a qualifier event. Last season, I made it to ranked mythic, but I didn't have the time to grind, so I fell out of top 250. So I just did the qualifier events, and I went 6-1 in one of those, and then now I have an invite to that tomorrow.
What do the qualifier events cost?
I believe it's 5,000 gems an entry.
Are you gonna do the chaos sealed, Joel?
I have, yeah. I
How'd you
haven't
do
played
it?
my games yet.
Yeah,
but
that's
I
what I'm
made
at
a
too.
deck. Yeah.
What was the best
It's
card
so
in
hard to
your pool?
decide when you have 9 packs.
Yeah, it's ridiculous
But
actually.
I have Elish Norn Grand Cenobite.
Gross.
It gives all your creatures
grody.
+2/+2, all your opponents -2/-2. And then I've got a pseudo board wipe to help me get there. Gives everything -4/-4.
I got a Me Hook Massacre. I don't know if you played during that set. Ban standard
Yeah.
card. So hopefully
that
I
card
can
is
do it.
gross.
Yeah. Hopefully I
It
can
is
get that
pretty hard to beat Meathook Massacre.
festival in the box.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Yeah, no, the rewards for it are pretty great. If you have the gyms, I definitely recommend it. Like, you get shipped the physical product, and if they run out of the physical product, you get $250. It's a great
Yeah.
deal.
And it costs like $30 to enter. And you have to get 6 wins though. But
Yeah, that's true. It is. You got to be pretty decent at skill to
you
make it
gotta
worth it. But if you already have the
get
gyms,
good for sure.
What do you get for 5 wins?
I think 5 is your
I believe.
money.
Yeah, there's definitely rebuys.
Okay.
I think 4 might be your money back, but it might be half a rebuy at 4, full rebuy at 5.
Yeah, I might have to try it. I'm hoping I have time.
It's like $30 of real money though. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't have the gyms, I don't know if I'd recommend it. Like, it's a pretty big buy-in.
5,000
5,000 gyms is a decent amount.
Yeah. Yeah, we just need to try it on that. Never mind.
Yeah.
So, we ready for the superfecta this week?
I was going to say, we actually have another person in our Discord who actually qualified as well for the tournament this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And so we've got to, wish our guys luck there. And so hopefully next time we'll hear them on the show, they'll be Pro Tour qualified there.
Yeah. Yeah, good luck. I need to grind it more.
Yeah.
I need to try to do it. I just never have the time on like weekends and
I think it's just like, I know Jake just saved up a bunch of gyms on a couple of accounts and just went for it.
I was gonna
He did
ask
really
who
well.
it was.
Jake, yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, Jake, he's cool. He's great. He's a good player. Arena grinder too as well.
Shout out to Jake.
Yeah, man.
yeah.
Get him. Knock him dead.
The double J's.
Yep.
That's funny.
All right, what do we got as a superfecta?
So, I want to do your favorite things to say while playing Magic.
This is easy. Who gets to go first?
I think
We might as
Joel-
well let Joel go first for sure.
Your favorite
Uh,
phrases when you're playing to say, Joel.
land go. I say that a lot. In response.
Who gets to go next?
Well, you only got to pick one.
Entirely too much.
You got to pick
Oh,
one.
only one. Okay.
Well, you'll get other picks
I was
later.
getting stolen. Definitely.
So which one are you going with?
In response.
All right, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Do I get to go?
You want to go?
Let me go. Let me go.
Okay.
Let me go. How many cards are in your hand? How many cards? How many cards in your hand, please? You should be saying that
7 times.
Once every single turn. Sometimes even say it twice. Like sit there in the tank after you just asked how many cards were in their hand. Come out of the tank, ask them again.
Yeah.
It's sick. All right,
Andrew?
Good game.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'm gonna go with keep. I'll keep.
So now
It's one of my favorite. No, it's me again. Then it goes reverse order. I'll keep, and then after that one, my second pick, before damage. I love saying before damage because I'm about to blow you out.
Is it my? Oh,
No.
sure.
Draw a card.
Okay, this is one of my favorites. Wait. On your instep. And it's never just like on your instep. It's always like, whoa there, buddy. Hold your horses on your instep. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. For sure.
That's a good one. All right, Joe, you got
That's
back to
classic.
backs.
Back to backs. Definitely land go. Like I said, just there's nothing. There's nothing. Not holding anything up.
Yeah.
And whenever someone taps out for something, and you can just be like, yeah, I'll kill it. Yep.
That's a good one.
Okay, so it's my turn again. Can I see her graveyard?
I ask people that at the end of games when they mill a bunch. Like, before you shuffle, can I see your graveyard?
Cards left in library.
That's a good one too. I asked that one quite a bit too.
You do.
One of my real favorites is you're tapped out.
That too. That one's a good one too.
Yeah, I love you're tapped out. And then after that, God, that's a tough one. This is a tough one. Before combat.
Before combat's funny.
Before you move to combat, actually have things to do. So
Oh,
before
man.
combat,
Yeah.
because everyone just turns their stuff sideways. You're like, before combat. Never mind. No, it's fine.
Mine is just a keep.
This is one of my favorites. Wait. On your upkeep. That's a good one.
No, I'm gonna one up you there on your draw step.
Yeah.
On your
Yeah,
draw
before-
stuff.
yeah,
Dude,
before you
I
draw,
like
so
like upkeep. Upkeep's funnier to me.
Oh man, no, draw step before you draw is like the most frightening thing you can hear.
Oh yeah.
We didn't get I allow it. That's crazy.
Wait, do I get another one? Did I
That's
only
all
have
4,
three?
right?
Yeah, that's all 4.
That was all 4. Okay.
Resolve is a good one too. Resolves.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll allow
Yeah.
it. It's fine. You always got to act like you have a counter anytime you have blue up.
For
You have to
sure.
be like, wait a minute. Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine.
It could be a single blue mana.
I don't
They could be
care
playing
about
a
your-
7-drop.
Italy Dracosaur. Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah,
That's my honorable mention.
yeah. So is that all we have for this week or?
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
that's
that's
it.
Yeah.
Got it.
All right. Bye.
Catch you boys on the flippity flop.
Joey, you need a
Ciao.
better outro phrase.
Yeah.
Let's
I
try
really
that
do.
again.
Yeah.
Let's try that again. All right. Come on, guys. Let's help Joel come up with a better outro.
What do I
phrase.
need for an outro?
This was
Joel
Joel
out.
Doolittle. JD Riz out.
Thanks for hanging out with us, guys.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that.
That's right. We
Ding
need to
dong.
we need to chill more. Like we definitely
For
need to be
sure.
like join our Discord. Like people in our Discord do good things.
No, dude, you just need to say ski yee at the end of every episode.
Ski. Like that. Like, or yee.
Yeet.
You're from Kansas, so it's like culturally acceptable.
Yeah.
You can have a yee.
Though, is it?
Yeah, you can have a week to think about it, but you got to have a good outro.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Ding dong. I like that one.
Yee.
That one's good.
Sheesh. I used to do that to my students all the time when I was a teacher. They thought it was the funniest thing they've ever heard.
Oh man,
Just hit them with the sheesh.
the sheesh is powerful.
Yeah.